Coffee and vino's not good enough for you?
This is called market research. You really should be paying me for this.
Oh, market research, yeah. Then. What have you learned?
Oh, I have learned that Peggy is really nice to her staff.
Yeah.
You should have a chat with her.
Yeah, and tell her where she's going wrong.
Where's Junior?
Junior is at his nanny Dolores's for her Sunday visit, so I am having a me day.
Do you and him want to come to the movies with us later?
Oh, I don't think Orla wants to hang out with me on her day off.
Yeah, I do see a fair share of your dad now, Ruth.
It's Aladdin, the really old one.
Excuse me, 1992 is not really old.
It's ancient, and Junior really wants to see it. And Dad might stay awake if you order.
Are you still going on about that stuff? I closed my eyes for 2 seconds.
You start, people are shushing.
Anyway, it's on at 3 and we're going to that new hipster cinema in town. You know, where all this gourmet popcorn and weird flavoured ice cream.
Yes, I saw their Insta, and you know, they do have an amazing cocktail list.
Oh, look who's interested now. There's an espresso martini involved, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, it takes the edge off all those screaming kids. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, Junior'd love it.
Good.
Yay.
As long as your dad doesn't mind slumming it with the hired help.
Oh, I don't know. You got cope, though.
Hayley. I called to the house, but Sharon told me he started back to work today.
Better to be busy.
I'd be the very same.
We could have avoided all this if you'd waited until Dara was free to go to the bank.
You were the one that wanted extra drops. Nice bit of victim blaming.
You young ones think you're invincible. I hope you're here to tell us you've made an arrest.
Afraid not. We're still working on it.
It's been 3 days.
I promise you, we're doing everything we can.
Comforting. Do you have any leads?
I know this is tough, but we are taking this really seriously.
That's a no, then.
Did you want something?
I was just seeing if you remembered anything else about the attack. Details often come back after the shock wears off.
No. Nothing more than I said in the statement.
Still all a bit of a blur?
Yeah.
Can I double check? A man came up behind you and grabbed the bag.
Yes.
And you're sure it was a man?
Yeah, definitely. He spoke. Give me the bag.
Interesting he knew to go for the shopping bag and not just your handbag. And you didn't recognise his voice?
No. Then I hit my head. The next thing I remember is Dervla being there, then Will.
And you can't recall anything else about him?
No.
Any visible tattoos, piercings, anything about his hands?
I told you, no.
Hair colour?
Like I already said, he was wearing a balaclava. He was a bit shorter than me, I think. It happened so fast, I couldn't stop him. I'm sorry, I need to get the float ready before we open.
Get back out there and find him.
I didn't know you could read.
Yeah, Dad lets me do spot the difference at the back.
Livia will give you a hand if you want. She's inside playing. I'll go and get her for you.
Well, she's one smart cookie. Have you seen her doing the farmyard jigsaw you got her?
The cuteness, her little fingers going 90.
She finished it the other day in under a minute.
She's very advanced for her age. Even the public health nurse said so. You know, if she's this smart now, can you imagine her when she's a teen? She'd be running rings around me.
Oh, talk to Dad. He's the expert when it comes to badly behaved daughters. Nasa and Quiva were unreal. Climbing out windows to go to parties, forging school notes.
Thoughts of it? Janie, an increase in the number of people dying on the streets. This country.
Mostly junkies, though. It's their own fault.
Are you serious? Did you actually just say that?
What?
Keep your ignorant opinions to yourself in future. Don't just spout that rubbish in my house.
Hey, how's Hayley?
Back at work?
No way.
Well, paperwork. I've her doing timesheets and rosters upstairs. She's not quite ready to face the public.
I bet. I suppose keeping her occupied is a good idea.
Sitting around crying won't achieve anything.
How about you? You okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
But your daughter's gone through a pretty traumatic ordeal. I don't think anyone would think any less of you if being upset about it. Especially since it happened when she was on the job. I have a shoulder and an ear, if you want them. Sorry, that's just my awkward way of asking if you want to talk about it.
Heart to heart's not really my thing. What's up?
Jane said the debit card machine is on the blink. Can you do that thing you do?
The magic whack.
Yeah. She said it's getting busy. A couple of groups landed in after Mass. She wants me to give her a hand.
No need. I'm free now. I can help Jane.
That's just I do it, only I need to finish the rotas.
Yeah. Jane's the first one to be breathing down her necks if she didn't have her hours in time. She needs plenty of notice to try all her makeup on.
Well, as soon as it's finished, I'll muck in.
There's no rush. In fact, me and you should get away for a few days. Somewhere really fancy. Let the guards catch this little talk while we get pampered in style.
As if they catch him. Won't be holding my breath.
I'm not one for making promises, but I swear on my life, if they don't find him, I will. And heaven help them when I do.
Okay, don't forget my jellies. And follow us over to the cab office. And Ruth, will you watch Junior crossing the road, please, love? You know it's all going to be Ruth this and Ruth that for the next month. He loves hanging out with her.
Yeah, well, she says that he's our favourite second cousin.
Wow, high praise. Oh, hang on a sec. Not today, Satan.
Wayne?
The one and only.
Things that bad?
Oh, it's all right for him, isn't it? Hundreds of miles away, giving me orders of what we should do going forward. You know, what's fair for both parties.
That's just his solicitor coaching to keep you sweet, you know?
Oh, well, I'm far from sweet, Paul. I mean, I have the garage and Dolores. But I also have a son who is grieving for his family. How's that fair?
It isn't.
Do you know what Junior said to me the other night?
Yeah.
He wanted to know, was it because he was sick all the time that Wayne left? He didn't want to be his daddy anymore.
That's a punch in the guts, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
You know, Ruth used to do exactly the same when Eve left. She thought it was all her fault, you know, that she'd done something bold.
Breakups are hell.
Yeah, especially when you have kids with them.
Do you know what's funny? Wayne and Neve aren't even blood relations to Junior and Ruth.
Yeah, but we're going to be stuck with them forever, in one form or another.
Oh, an eternity with Wayne and Lloyd, kill me now.
At least you only have one ex. Try having kids with the Witches of Eastwick.
Excuse me, do not diss Neve, she is family, but I will give you Nicola and Jane. That must be a nightmare. How do you deal with all that?
I know, I just remember, you know, when they give me a hard time that my kids have 3 strong women in their corners.
So I should be happy that Junior has Wayne.
Well, you did say he was a good father.
I did, and he is. And that is very magnanimous of you.
But don't tell too many people. I've a reputation to keep.
You know, Paul, sometimes it's just really hard to be an adult.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to be late for the movies. So I better go and see what's keeping these two, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
I cleaned the fridge.
I'm fresh out of medals.
I'm sorry for annoying you.
You're sorry I'm thick with you, not for believing that stuff.
It's just my opinion.
You haven't a clue what some people go through. You've never had a problem Mammy and Daddy couldn't fix for you.
What's going on?
Your son is an ignoramus.
What the hell did you do?
I made a comment about something in the paper.
What was the comment?
I just said that when junkies die, it's their own fault. I know it's not the most woke thing to say, but it's kind of true.
You just put your big-sized hands in it there.
What's the big deal? Oh, Sash wasn't an addict or something, was she?
Not her. Her mother. So from what I can gather, Sash had it pretty rough growing up.
She never mentioned her. Does she still see her?
No, she died a few years back. Of a heroin overdose. So I can see why it's a touchy subject for her.
I know my payment is due, but I just thought the robbery and all that, I'd give you a bit of space.
Very thoughtful.
So how is Hayley?
Physically, she's fine.
Bit shaken up, is she? Well, that's totally understandable in the circumstances.
She's a tough cookie. She'll get over it.
Well, I could give her some anxiety strategies. Breathing exercises, that kind of thing.
I'll pass that on.
The guards made any headway?
No.
Aye, well, fingers crossed.
I'll be doing more than crossing my fingers. If we leave it to the guards, Hayley could be old and grey. I'm going to get justice for her. An eye for an eye. I'm not very big on the Bible, but I can remember that from being dragged to Mass as a kid.
There was a ska band where I grew up called An Eye for an Eye. They were useless.
I also like the idea of karma, though. You get what you give.
Yeah, seems fair.
Hayley could have been killed. I'm going to find the person responsible and make sure that they're punished appropriately. You have a daughter. You understand?
Oh, yeah. No, if it was Phoebe, I'd feel exactly the same.
There has to be payback. Which brings me to you. There's punishing the person who did it and rewarding the person who helped her out. I'm waiving your loan interest. Just pay back the amount you initially borrowed and we're even.
Are you serious?
Do you think I'd joke about something like this? You've been rewarded for your trouble. We're square now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
You can let yourself out.
You were having the crack with the hen party the other day. How'd you get any numbers?
Wasn't like that. We were just chatting.
I remember a crowd of absolute head wreckers a few years back. 17 of them trying to play pin the tail on the barman. Well, I couldn't walk past them.
Sounds gas.
Yeah, and then Robbie, he had to go over, try to calm them down. But shit, he had him stripped to his waist in about 2 seconds flat. Heard Colin Zach?
Sorry. I didn't sleep much. Olivia was up half the night. 10 walls.
Well, get some caffeine into you before your shift.
Good luck. See you later. I didn't know you were here.
I brought Olivia up for a nap, lay down with her on Concto.
I hope me and Sean didn't wake you.
He's didn't.
You were right about me being an ignoramus.
That might have been a bit far.
It's bang on. Dad told me about your mother. He said you had it rough.
Not as rough as her. She hated being like that.
But she couldn't stop.
Well, she tried to get off it so many times. And just when she'd get clean, one of our dealers would come sniffing round. All friendly, checking in on her, telling her she looked terrible. Offering her a little hit, just to take the edge off. That's what they do. They pretend to care, pretend to be our mate, when all they really care about is sucking you back in again and making a few bob off you.
Yeah. It's a lousy thing to do to someone.
Yeah, well, that's dealing. Morals go out the window. You know, that's why you saying it was those poor people's own fault they died riled me up so much. And the word junkies, they are human beings. It's not the end of the world. Right, we all do things we regret.
Must have been awful when she passed away.
Do you know what? I was expecting it. They had their hooks in so deep there was only going to be one way out for her.
Hey.
Hi, man.
Could I get a cup of coffee when you're ready?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I heard what you did for Hayley Collins.
Huh? News travels fast.
Well, nothing stays a secret around here for very long. I think you know I'm not your biggest fan. Chris is a mate, but fair play to you.
Oh, I was just happy to help.
Still having a nurse there so quickly probably did make a difference.
I was just in the right place at the right time. Then, of course, you know, all my frontline experience paid off when it came to an emergency. Now, jumping into action is just second nature.
Yeah, I guess. I see you.
Well.
Oh. Nice. Actually, could I have a muffin too?
Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, enjoy. Thanks, man.
Junior, we're not staying long, love, okay?
One word for that cinema.
What?
Notions.
I thought it was fab.
Yeah, after necking 2 cocktails, anything be fab.
Oh, okay, Grandad. Or should I say, Jeannie?
Don't you dare.
Well, you know, there is a slight resemblance there, Paul.
No, seriously, don't go there.
Can Junior stay for tea?
Well, you're going to have to ask Orla.
Yeah, sure. You sure?
That's having a ball. Be shame to break up the party, wouldn't it?
Aw, thanks, Paul. You know, I don't know when was the last time I went to the cinema. It was way back, and I'm sure it was one of Wayne's picks.
Something highbrow, no doubt.
Well, you know, if it didn't have the word Fast and Furious in it, he just wasn't interested. I just hope this isn't him again. Oh, it's a message from a Rapture. Pasquale, 40.
Pasquale? I bet his real name is Pascal.
Stop it. Describe yourself in 3 words. Okay, I'm fun-loving, ambitious, and honest.
Yeah. And puke.
Oh, stop. Come on. Snappy is crucial. What would you say? Hello. How are you?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some women on here now, Paul, with no standards.
Excuse me. I'm a catch.
Oh, yeah. Catch flies off you,
Oh.
you would. Listen, will you just give me a text then when Junior's ready? I want to go home and reply to this.
Go on.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Just following up on the attack on Hayley Collins.
Oh, sure, no problem.
I don't suppose you remember anything new? Didn't see anyone acting suspicious in that area?
No, sorry.
What brought you down there?
Well, I had dropped my CV into a couple of places on the Valentine Road, and I was running out of copies, so I was heading up to the community centre to make some more. You can use the copier there for a few cents a page.
Right.
Yeah, no look on the job front yet, though. I hate being idle. You know yourself. Used to being busy, helping people.
Yeah, must be tough.
You know that I used to live in Cashel?
Oh, really?
Yeah. You would have been only up the road there when you were in Templemore.
It's a half an hour away.
Used to be in and out of there all the time. You know, we probably drank in the same pubs, passed each other in the street.
Possibly.
Oh, listen, that's the manager of a restaurant that I dropped my CV into. Wants me to call him ASAP.
Okay, don't let me hold you up. If you do remember anything, give me a shout.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Good luck with the job.
Cheers.
I can't do it anymore. The dealing.
Why not?
I just found out a mate's mad died of an overdose. Her dealers wouldn't let her get clean. I can't be any part of that.
Remember that photo I sent you? That's what'll happen if the bosses find out you're trying to bail.
I'll pay what I owe some other way.
It's too late for that.
Too late, sisters.
Look, I get it. I have a cousin who's been in and out of rehab since he was 15. You're so sheltered. Not everyone grows up with the whole home-cooked dinners and Gail talked in GAA childhood.
Do you not feel guilty? What with your cousin?
Addiction sucks. No one's denying that, but myself have students and party heads looking for a buzz on the weekends. You stay well away from people like my cousin and your friend's ma.
I'll let you know if anything comes of it.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I thought you said 8. I can come back.
Oh, you're fine. I was just saying I've been talking to you and Dervla again.
Yeah, about that. You're going to think that I'm an awful idiot, but I did see someone. I was racking my brains after you left, and it just popped back into my head.
Who was it?
There was a guy running near where Hayley was attacked. I didn't think anything of it at the time, and then once I saw Hayley, I was straight into nurse mode. You know, all my focus was on her. You know what it's like.
And did you get a look at him?
Well, he was legging it, and I only saw him for a couple of seconds, but he was tall, you know, well over 6 foot.
6 foot? No, that can't be right.
You said yourself you were a bit hazy on the details. This is good news. We'll recheck all the CCTV in that area again.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry I couldn't give you more.
Will you stop beating yourself up? You played a blinder. How lucky were you he was heading to the community centre? See?
Yeah.
The community centre?
Yeah, to use the photocopier.
Through the car park?
Well, I was getting my steps in. You know, the fitness tracker on my phone keeps telling me I need to move more. How's the concussion?
Yeah, not bad. Wrist is killing me today, though.
Huh. We pop into the medical centre tomorrow, see the physio.
Yeah, thanks, I'll make an appointment. But thank you for coming over. I was raging I missed you earlier. My ma insisted on taking me for lunch.
No worries.
No, I wanted to thank you properly for everything you did.
Look, I'm just glad that I could be of use.
I got you something.
No, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, bloody thing.
Here, mind your wrist. I can do that. Give me the bag. Is it this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous. But there was no need.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. Come here, I'm so sorry to rush you out the door, but I have to be somewhere.
No problem. Oh, and thanks again.
Yeah.
I'll treasure this.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Nice jacket.
Thanks. I'm meeting somebody.
Must be someone special.
Well, I don't know yet.
Blind date?
Well, not quite. You know, I have seen pictures.
And
I haven't met him yet, but I will fill you in the details later.
Hey.
Hiya.
Oh, hi.
Did that delivery guy come? Because I got a missed call when I was in the bank.
Yeah, it's all sorted. Listen, do you mind if I take lunch a little bit earlier today?
Grand, yeah, we should be quite enough.
I was just saying how nice Orla looks.
Yeah. Got your hair done?
Oh, Paul, please try again.
I told you. New shoes?
Oh, we could be here all day. She's got a date.
Excuse me.
Is that a secret?
Oh, this your man from the dating app?
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't take long. I'd say he's 20 years older than his profile says.
Oh, well, you'd know, wouldn't you? I mean, do the women get disappointed when you show up and realise that your profile picture's from 1997?
Not when I dazzle them with my charm.
Oh, well, you'll have to show us that sometime.
I have faith. You're due a decent man in your life. Am I right?
Yeah. Just make sure you're back to set up for this evening, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Hey. I hope you're minding that.
Yeah, I am. Just have to get on with things, though.
Did you go to the physio?
Yeah. Lots of wrist exercises, like they said.
Uh-huh. And how are you feeling? Is there any sign of a headache or anything like that?
Oh, they went over all of this in the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, big job?
Yeah, I'm catering a conference upstairs. All day thing. Should you not be resting?
I'm not that delicate.
Well, I'm not a medical expert, but concussions are no joke. I know that much.
Hey, will you relax? I'm fine.
He's right. You probably should take it easy. Like, you're bound to be shook. Though I'm sure you'll feel a lot better when they catch whoever did this and lock him up.
Too right, scumbag.
Any word from the guards?
Not yet.
Well, I've treated a lot of people after muggings, and usually these attacks are just a question of pure bad luck.
Okay, I don't want to talk about this.
Sorry, just feel a bit responsible.
Why?
Because it was there.
Yeah, it was a good thing.
Lucky me.
Well, look, glad you're feeling better anyway.
What is it?
There's something about him.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things about him, but I thought he was the big hero.
Yeah, so did I.
What's that mean?
Sorry. I have to take this.
All right.
You look like you need a break.
I'm gonna have you to tell me what I need.
We could do something later.
Me and you.
As friends, don't get too excited.
No danger of that.
It'll just be like the good old days.
You mean like last month?
So you do remember.
Thanks.
I was beginning to think you'd a bit of selective amnesia, just when it comes to me.
I wish.
Nah, I'm hard to forget. I think you enjoyed those nights just as much as I did.
What's your angle?
Is that I know about tonight?
I wouldn't go cancelling other plans, put it that way.
I'm heartbroken. I'm not an idiot. You were reeling me in, I get it. But you can't deny we had some laughs.
I know what this is. You're trying to get me on side so I'll make your life easier.
You got me. Is there a rule that says we can't get along?
We don't need to. We work together. That's all. Understand?
You heading out?
I have to meet a new supplier. I could do with a day off. You'd be doing us both a favour if you took me up on the spa break.
You need that more than me. Anyway, I've lots to do myself. I'm heading out.
How are you feeling?
Sick of people asking me that.
And you're annoyed at me?
What makes you say that?
I haven't handled this very well. What you've been through. I'm not great at the soft and cuddly stuff.
We have that in common. But you don't need to do this, I'm fine.
What's this then? The car park.
I've been looking at the area where it happened. See if something will come back to me.
You shouldn't be worrying about this stuff. This is for the guards.
Yeah, you said yourself they're useless.
And? Any revelations?
It's just weird. Nothing caught on CCTV. No one seen running from the car park.
The little rat probably scuttled off back to the sewers. Maybe it was someone who knew the area. Knew how to avoid the cameras.
Yeah, exactly. So that makes me think, who was it?
Enough. Look, I know how it feels. I want to know who did it too. I want him punished. But it's not your job. Your job is getting better.
Getting better from what? A sore wrist?
From being too scared to go to work. I don't blame you. I understand. But obsessing over it isn't going to help.
What if he gets away with it?
You think I'm going to let that happen? Oh, don't worry. He's going to get what's coming to him. And he better hope that the guards get to him before I do.
Hey. How are you? Sash left those behind last night. Should you not be getting ready?
Yeah, I'm just getting something to eat first. Can't do anything on an empty stomach.
Oh, you get cranky when you're hungry.
Everyone's annoying me this morning.
Go on. What's wrong with you?
I had a fight with someone.
Vinny. I knew there was something going on. I saw the way you two were whispering to each other the other night.
It's not like that.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. You know, I'm telling you, stay a mile away.
I can look after myself.
Yeah, but you don't know what she's like. No, I'm serious.
Well, are you sure?
Hey.
Should you not be leaving for work?
How long do you think it takes to get to the station?
Hey, he's eating his feelings.
Oh, there's only one thing that can be about.
Yeah, she's not worth it.
Oh, Vinny? No, not a fan?
No, and for good reason.
I thought she seemed all right.
Well, they used to live together. She didn't clean up after herself.
Yeah, well, she made a serious mess. You know, you have to be careful with people like that.
Shut up, will you?
What's up with you?
Nothing.
Well, I think we hit on a nerve. I'm saying nothing. No. Good luck.
That's it.
What are you playing at?
I'm looking out for you.
Yeah, well, it's none of your business.
Right, fine. Yeah. See you over there.
Coffee?
I could do with it. I'm wrecked.
You sleeping okay?
No, not really.
Is that still at you, yeah?
It's on the mend. Next time someone tries something like that, I'll be able to punch them pain-free.
Back cracking skulls in no time. It's okay, you know, if you want to talk about it. Or...
I wish everyone would stop saying things like that to me. I'm fine.
Hayley, come on. What was all that stuff up Will earlier?
I just think he's milking it. Taking credit for being there.
Well, he is in need of some good PR.
How do you mean? After the trial?
And how he lost his job.
Well, how did he lose his job?
He was fired for gross misconduct.
What?
Yeah, it was this whole big thing with Erica. He screwed up her prescription and he was trying to cover it. He was harassing her, he was threatening her.
How do you know this?
Doug told me.
I wouldn't have thought he had it in him.
Yeah, well, you don't know him like I do.
I know, all right, all the stuff with Cristiano, but he was found innocent.
He's far from innocent, whatever the courts say.
All right, but lying, harassment, like going to those lengths to cover your tracks, that's proper criminal stuff. Do you think he's capable of that?
I think he's capable of anything. Anyway, it's not like anyone's going to be jumping to hire him. I'd say he's desperate to get rid of the bad rep. What is it?
It's just little things from the other day. Just keep coming back to me. Weird stuff.
What kind of things?
I could be mixing things up, but... Oh, then it's like I'm remembering it really clearly. Does that make sense?
You think you know something? You need to tell the guards.
I know. Just need to be certain first.
Oh, that was quick. Didn't head off then?
No, we did. Just came to ask you for the rest of the day off.
Tell you what?
Yeah, we got on so well, we decided to go away for the night and he's got a little place by the beach.
You're joking.
Yes, Paul. I'm joking. Wish all men were as quick-witted as you.
Wait a minute. I'm going to get away with it that easy. Tell me everything.
Well, you weren't interested earlier.
Yeah, but now I know it was a disaster and I do love a good grisly date story.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
But you're only gone for 5 minutes. He must not have very much to say for himself.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
What? Let me guess. He didn't look like his profile pictures. He wore a rug. He let you pay for lunch. Come on, give me something.
Can we just not do this?
It's a complete car crash, was it?
He didn't show up. Are you happy now?
The clown. What happened?
I don't know, and I'm just going to waste my time thinking about it.
Yeah, you're right. Back up on that horse, you know. Another bus comes by
Stop,
every 5 minutes.
please. I'm not waiting on buses anymore.
So, in a couple of days, when it's less painful, you could start using this. It'll get some strength back into that wrist.
I've been over all this with the physio. It's really not your problem to worry about.
It's just no problem. I mean, I had it lying around.
Well, thank you for dropping it over. I need to get back downstairs.
Oh, sure. Well, here, let me know if you need anything else.
There is one thing. Just I'm trying to get things straight in my head. What were you doing in the car park again? It doesn't make sense for you to head to the community centre that way.
I told you I was taking the scenic route.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Scenic. The car park, it doesn't add up.
Well, it's a figure of speech. Look, I was just in the right place at the right time. Hayley, what's the matter?
I have to go to work. I think you should leave.
You know that I only want to...
Don't come anywhere near me. It was you.
You don't know what you're saying.
Don't do that. Don't patronise me.
This is shock. You're all mixed up. I've seen it so many times.
If you don't get out now, I'm calling the guards.
When you get a blow to the head, things get jumbled, right? It's confusing.
Why would you do it?
Oh, I didn't. I'm a nurse, not a criminal. I would never hurt anyone.
You were the first one there.
Well, no. See, you're wrong. Dervla was. Right? Maybe she did.
It'd be ridiculous.
Well, exactly. This is ridiculous. You're mixing me up with this thug, and I'm not him.
Oh, stop it. You're making it worse.
Why would I do that to you?
I don't know.
Exactly. Look, I swear that it wasn't me. I swear on my daughter's life. Oh, you do believe me, don't you?
I just want you to go.
Hayley.
No, please, just get out.
Right. Carried in the new kegs, restocked the fridge and the bar.
Oh, team player.
Are you planning on doing any work, no?
I'm just going by the rota. And the rota said that you had to get your hands dirty.
And who made up the rota?
I did.
What have I done?
Don't know what you mean.
Well, I was mixing drinks the other night. Now I'm back to square one. What's this about earlier?
Why? What happened earlier?
Look, Dad was sticking his nose in. It was nothing to do with you. I'm sorry for telling you to shut up.
I'm not that sensitive.
Then what is it?
Do you think I'm joking about Vinny? You know what she's like. What? And that doesn't bother you?
I know. I should have stayed a mile away. Can't help it. Once I fancy someone, I stop thinking straight.
Well, you want to get that sorted. Get you into trouble.
It has. But it's done.
Yeah.
After what she did to you, man. Please.
We will. Get back to work, you chancer. I'll see about evening out the road.
No, sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Do you have the order for tomorrow? Thanks. At the guards, yeah?
Yeah.
Any updates?
I've interviewed a few suspects. Reached a dead end. They think it might be somebody in the community.
What?
Yeah. They keep asking how the person would have known there was cash in the shopping bag. They reckon someone has inside information about money moving from McCoy's.
And is there someone? You said when you were certain you'd tell them.
I will.
What, do you think it might be someone you know?
Jean, I'm sorry. I just need a bit of space to figure all this out.
Yeah, of course. You okay?
What did I say about asking me that?
Last time, I promise. All right,
Orla.
Hey.
Hiya. Sorry, I meant to catch you before you left.
Mm-hmm.
See you all right after earlier?
Yeah, you know, I've gone past the stage of getting upset about some random bloke.
Good.
I was just thinking of the perfect message to write him. You know, put manners on him.
Oh. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and if he thinks I care, well, he's another thing coming.
Good. Well, I just wanted to make sure you're all right.
Yeah. Where does he get off, Paul?
Let me see him.
Why?
Come on, show me. And that's what you were getting upset about?
What's wrong with him?
What's right with him?
Well, he was nice when we were messaging. You know, he was funny.
He'd want to be with a head like that.
Don't be so mean.
I thought you said he looked like Ryan Gosling.
Well, he does, you know, in a certain light, a very dim light.
Show me again. Said he has a lot of hats, doesn't he? He was wearing them to distract from his face.
He's got lots of personality, nothing wrong with that.
Nobody with that many hats has a personality. That's where you have the hats, to compensate.
Hang on, you just said that he was compensating for his face.
I'd say there's a lot more to compensate for now. Look, Orla, my problem is that your standards should be sky high.
Come on, Paul. I'm a single mom in my 40s. And the first date I go on in years, I get stood up.
By a guy who was a big fish in his profile picture. Between your man and Wayne.
Oh, stop there. Oh, I do actually have a type.
Just never understand it, you know. You deserve much better than that.
Thank you.
So, how was it? Sorry, Paul, I know you're dying to hear the details, but you'll have to get in line.
No, there's... I better head in.
Yeah, you go, yeah. Thanks.
See you. So, what happened?
We were just talking.
I meant the date.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, he didn't show up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What an idiot. I'm so sorry.
No, I wallowed. I'm over it.
After everything you've been through, you'll find someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Don't you have work to do?
Oh, I've done enough. Just counting down the clock now until they finish so I can clean up. A lot of waiting around in this job.
Isn't it lucky for you? Maybe I should get into catering.
I've been up since the crack of dawn, slaving away making sandwiches. I couldn't imagine you doing that.
I'm a creature of the night.
Maybe when I finished my day of dossing here, you could show me what a night owl does.
What do you think I get up to?
Picturing lots of moonlit walks, listening to smooth jazz.
Some other night. But you'll have to supply the jazz. I lost my entire collection in one of my moonlit walks.
Hey, I've just dropped a resistance band over to Hayley. Should help with the wrist. And here, I wouldn't worry too much if she seems a bit off. It can happen with a concussion.
Off how?
You didn't notice. Look, it's not really my place.
Come on out with it. I know you're trying to help.
Well, she seems pretty confused. Like, believe it or not, she actually has me mixed up with this bloke, her attacker.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty normal. I was on the scene soon after. She just has her facts jumbled. Happens all the time with concussion.
Yeah, he is right. I've seen people forget their own name after a bad knock. And she did seem confused earlier.
Oh, you thought so too?
Confused how?
Just saying funny things. Now that you mention it, she did seem to have it in for you.
See, again, mad, but, you know, it can happen.
She's not sleeping.
How do you know?
She told me.
Were you planning on saying anything?
She said it to me in confidence.
Look, it's all to be expected. Sleeplessness, confusion, it's all pretty standard. Although you do hate to see her like that.
I'm sending her to the doctor first thing.
Well, that might not be necessary.
Sounds like a good idea.
No, she probably just needs bed rest.
Thanks for your advice, but I'm not taking any chances.
Hey.
I'm just there for sustenance. Don't worry, keep it professional.
Good. You're learning.
Besides, I've been warned off.
By who? Let me guess.
He's not your biggest fan.
Yeah, the feeling goes both ways. You made him the boss anyway.
Carol, he's in charge and I'm at work. I can't lose that job.
So we can't be seen together.
Not by him.
You're not much use to me if we can't talk.
Call and text. I'll only get in touch with you about, you know, you'll probably be glad to hear it.
I never said that. But you're right. I don't want to have to deal with Sean again. Let's keep our distance. Anyway, sometimes keeping things secret makes it more fun, doesn't it? See you around.
I want you to see a doctor.
I've seen a doctor.
Tell them what's been going on since the attack.
What has been going on? You tell me, because everyone else seems to think that I'm confused or that I must be in shock.
Aren't you? You say you're fine, but poring over maps of where it happened doesn't suggest that you've moved past it.
I can't sleep at night. Okay, because every time I close my eyes, I think of some new detail from that day. I'm not confused. I'm seeing things clearly. That's what keeps me awake.
So what are you going to tell me? That it was Will Casey?
How did you know?
Because he told me you'd say that. He says you're confused because you're concussed.
And you believe him?
Well, how should I know who to believe? You won't talk to me. Tell me what you're thinking.
I keep trying to rationalise it away. But it's like this nagging voice in my head that won't let go. I'm not confused. I know it was him.
Why would he do something so stupid?
Maybe he's desperate.
Maybe he has a death wish.
I don't need to see a doctor. I'm not delusional. I'm not confused. I know. As mad as that sounds, I know it was Will.
I believe you.
You do?
But we keep this to ourselves. Don't breathe a word of it to anyone. Not the family, not the guards.
Why? What are you going to do to him?
Don't play innocent. You could have gone to the guards before, but you didn't. You know what I'm going to do to him?
So what do we do now?
We find out for sure, and we make him pay.
Starring some of Ireland's top-tier acting talent, including Ciarán Hinds and Maria Doyle Kennedy, the brand new crime drama brings grit and graft to the forefront of illicit family politics. Kin starts Sunday, September 12th at 9:30.